tafseer ibn kathir, Allama ibn Hajar Asqalani rahmatullahi alayh. He mentions a story under this ayat, and he says there's a person who has a ride. There's a person that has a ride. Like nowadays we say taxi, you know, uske paas ek taxi hoti hai. He's got a taxi. Or in them days there weren't cars, uske paas ek janwar hota hai, yeah? He's got a janwar. And he loans this animal out, he hires this animal out. This is mentioned in Ibn Kathir under this ayat. And he says that a person came to him one day and he says to him that I want you and your ride to go with me. Normally he would travel from Damascus to Buldan, Damashq to Buldan. So he says, I want you to travel with me. He goes, no problem. He goes, pull the cash out. He pulled the cash out, slapped it on the table. The guy put it in his back pocket and they went. They're going. Yeah, I want you to understand this story very carefully and remember this ayat. Yeah, it's the third ayat of 20th Sipara. When you go down, they come to a road and the road splits in two. So the person that knows the way, the person that knows the path, he says to him that we're going to go this way. The owner of the animal, he says we're going to go this way. The person that's hired him, he says no, this is a shortcut, let's go this way. This is a shortcut, let's go this way. He says all my life I've been this way. He goes, try this way. All my life I've been this way. And sometimes people convince you so much yet you think this is right. You know what I mean? So what happens is they both go on the other path. Now they're riding and he's going along, yeah? And he sees ahead of him that there's loads of bodies scattered all over the floor. The guy that owns the animal, he sees that there's loads of bodies scattered all over the floor and there's a dead end. There's a dead end. So this person looks behind him and he says, mate, what's happening here? What does he say? What's happening here? Ye kya ho raha hai? He goes, don't worry, carry on. So they go a bit further, it stops, there's nowhere to go, there's people dead everywhere. So the person that's hired it, he jumps off, he tidies his clothes up, and he pulls a large knife out. And he says to him, get off. So he says, I thought we were going to this place. He goes, I'll tell you where you're going. You're not going that place, you're going up there, you're going somewhere else, without a ticket, yeah? So he goes, get off. So the guy gets off. And he says to him that, I'm going to kill you. He goes, look, why do you want to kill me? He says, if you want my animal, you want my ride, you want my money, sab hazir hai. Everything, take it. He goes, that's mine anyway. I'm going to take that anyway. But he goes, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. So the guy says to him that, all right, if I'm going to die, then I want to die a good death. If I'm going to die, then I want to die a good death. So he says, let me read 2 rakats. Let me read 2 rakats. The guy goes, all these people that you see scattered everywhere, yeah, they wished for the same thing. Unhone bhi padh li, tu bhi padh le. Yeah. So he stands and he says, Allahu Akbar. Now when you've got someone standing behind you with a large knife this size, yeah, and you know you're going to get killed after this, yeah, trust me, Thana's not going to come out of your mouth. Surah Fatiha's not going to come out of your mouth. You know, Qul huwallahu ahad is not going to come out of your mouth. He says, I stood there and I was thinking that, Ya Allah, what now? He says, the only ayat that came out of my mouth was, Amman yujibul mutarra idha da'a. Who is the one that answers the distressed soul's call? Allahu Akbar. He goes, wo kaun hai jo bebas, bekas, majboor ki halat mein, wo kaun hai jo uski faryad sunta hai. So he says, I started repeating this. And whilst I started repeating this, he says, from the jungle, he goes, a person came on an animal. Whilst I was reading Salah, this person was standing next to me. He says he came really, really close. He had a spear in his hand. And the person that wanted to attack me, he said that spear went through his stomach, came out of the other side. He said the guy dropped on the floor. And he said the person that was sitting on the horse, he stopped, he turned around and he was going to go. And he says, I broke my namaz. I'll read my 2 nafils later. Yeah? He says, I broke my namaz and I jumped and I grabbed onto his leg and I said to him, Ye to bata, who are you? Tell me who you are, where have you come from? Who are you? He says, when you call upon the one Allah in distress, Allah answers. He says, jab insan bebasi, bekasi, majburi ki halat mein Allah se mangta hai, he goes, Allah uski faryad ko sunta hai, he goes, Allah ne mujhe bheja hai. This is the power of this ayat.